What's up, Bama Insider Nation? Breaking news out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. John Metchie, the junior wide receiver, has announced that he will be entering the 2022 NFL Draft. Metchie, of course, a three-year starter at Alabama, joining with an absolutely elite class of wide receivers back in 2019 as he played in all 13 games. He had 4 catches that year for 23 yards, and he had a tackle as well. He started in that Duke game and really didn't see too much action throughout the rest of the season, but made his name at least. And then 2020, last season, of course, really came onto the scene. After Jerry Jeudy and Henry Ruggs headed to the NFL, it was going to be John Metchie and Jalen Waddle. Of course, Jalen Waddle went out mid-season with an injury, and John Metchie really took over. He averaged 16.7 yards per catch. That was 7th in the SEC. He had 916 yards and 6 touchdowns on 55 catches. He converted a first down and scored on a touchdown on 35 of his receptions that sophomore year, and was on the Blitnikoord watch list after the Tennessee game mid-season. A brilliant 2020, and of course, nobody could forget the SEC championship game when John Metchie laid a blowing hit to force the fumble in the Alabama victory there, where they would go on to win the national title. And in 2021, the expectation was set very high for John Metchie. He was supposed to be wide receiver number 1. Of course, everybody knew Jamison Williams coming in from Ohio State was going to add a presence, but John Metchie was still expected to be one of the best receivers in the country. He was a Blitnikoff preseason watch list member and had 155 receptions in 2021. He ranked 7th in program history and earned all SEC second-team accolades from both the Associated Press and conference coaches. Now, of course, he did suffer the season-ending injury in the SEC championship game against Georgia, which may have forced his decision to go ahead and enter the NFL draft rather than coming back for another year at Alabama. John deciding it's time to go ahead and try out the next level in the NFL. Alabama will return a lot of depth at receiver. A lot of young receivers will be coming back, as we mentioned in earlier videos with Slade Bolden and Javon Baker transferring as well. Ajay Hall, Ja'Cory Brooks, Trayshawn Holden, Christian Leary. This team is going to be loaded next year at receiver, not to mention the youngsters coming in like Kendrick Law and Kobe Prentice. John Metchie's final measurables at Alabama listed at 6 foot 195, as of course he will be remeasured, and we will see all kinds of skills tested at the NFL Combine coming up later this year. For more information on this and all things Alabama Crimson Tide football, go to BamaInsider.com. Don't forget to hit the like button on this video, subscribe to the channel, leave a super thanks as a special tip for the Bama Insider staff, and leave a comment to let us know what you think about John Metchie and the NFL Draft. For BamaInsider.com, my name is Trey Yanity. John Metchie III has entered the 2022 NFL Draft.